Hello and welcome back to another patch note video. We got patch note summer update. Yeah, things are looking pretty nice. We have a new summer FREYA, which is nice, and she looks really nice. New LR green ESCANOR, what everybody pretty much already figured it out. We'll go look at those here in a minute. The trophy thing for the tournament that happened, so that's cool. Ticket bundles, you know, the usual stuff. A login event where we get free multi. Okay, summer event stuff. Okay, some kind of hawk event. Is that the Dreamland? Oh, that's the Dreamland. Okay, yeah. I mean, the Hawk's Dreamland's not bad. It's pretty good, actually, compared to a lot of the other stuff they do, in my opinion. You know, normal stuff. Hero Arena, okay, bringing that back, of course. I mean, you gotta get the LR coin somehow, am I right? Seasonal buff. Oh yeah, well, duh, for the Hero Arena. Okay. Ooh, here we go, okay. Summer outfit for the new Roxy and Shin. No, that's not Shin, that's Bon. Okay, for Transcendent Bon. I mean, Bon's is alright, I guess. That Roxy one looks really good. And then they're bringing these summer outfits back. And all of these, okay. Also bringing these back, I guess, for LR ESCANOR dropping. Village donation, okay. Oh, okay, the free 5 skip tickets a day, that's nice. From 10 to 30, wait. Oh, the maximum number you can use at a time? Oh, dope, okay. Nice. Alright, let's go look at the characters, shall we? So, here's the banner real quick. If you pull Green ESCANOR, you get him level 90, but, I mean, mine's already level 90 SA6. Need a level 100 him now. But, I guess if you don't have him, or have him leveled up, that's kind of cool, I guess. I pulled, like, 50 copies of him playing this game. But we got, you know, the new Summer FREYA. She's green. Summer Merlin, Summer Lizhawk, Summer Deanne, Summer Easton, Summer Valenti, Summer Roxy. Oh, that's the new Liz, isn't it? The new goddess Liz, the red one, the one that I skipped. Nice, I could try to get her. Red Dawn for Liz, and Christmas Lilia. So a seasonal banner, of course, you know, seasonal unit. So that's kind of cool. Should you summon? I mean, well, we'll talk about that when we talk about the unit. Because, to be honest with you, the only thing really worth on this banner is probably her, Summer Merlin, and this Liz. And this Liz is still an iffy. I mean, I skipped her, so that should tell you something. Well, I guess this Deanne's also kind of good. And the banner is like 40% worth, I guess, maybe. Depending on, you know, I don't know. If you're free to play, it's probably a skip. I don't know. But, yeah, so what does she do? What does Summer FREYA do? Each specific ally, which is unknown and Ragnarok characters, of course, they're doing a lot of this, increases her basic stats by 8%, I'm assuming. At the beginning of battle, it gives the charm effect, which is Deldry's effect, but instead of making it to where you can't do any damage at all, it just reduces the damage by 40%, which is still pretty cool. And then the damage she inflicts to enemies with the charm is increased by 30%. But it's only one character. It gives it the charm to the character with the highest combat class. Not like Deldry, where Deldry is like random. But that's still pretty cool. And then I guess whenever she is... When critical damage occurs to the enemy... Okay, so whenever she crits, she cleanses her one debuff off of herself. And all her stats increase by 5 up to 15%. So... Her skill 1, they're both ranged skills, 500% attack to a single target, pierce damage. And then her other card is another single target, and it's Annihilation, lowering crit resistance by 50% and disabling crit damage double to 2. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's something like the new Cusack skill, maybe? But it's also single target. And then, of course, her ultimate. So, I mean, she seems like she's probably going to be good for PvP for like a month. We'll see how that goes, man. Unknowns and Ragnaroks right now are getting a lot of love. Alright, what does Escanor do? Escanor, okay, so... this is his passive. This is before... Basically, whenever his old gauge is filled, cleanses all buff and debuff effects. What it does now, it also does that, but now, to the enemy who did not use a skill in the enemy's turn, at least at the end of turn, one permanent flame is given for 3 turns. Permanent flame is plus 50% damage. If all allies, including subslot allies, are human, during 3 turns, so I'm guessing for 3 turns at the start of the battle, or at the start... Yeah, I'm assuming at the start of the battle, turns all enemies at... it basically gives them the permanent flame. So at the start of the match, for 3 turns, if you have a full human team, including the subslot, it applies the permanent flame. And then you can also apply permanent flame if the enemy doesn't use a skill. Increases attack-related stats by 5% up to 30% when the max... Okay. Anyways, moving on. His first skill, the skill that fills his ultimate gauge, basically Lost Veins, single target. Before, all it did was 500% of attack and generate 2 ult gauge, which was, you know, back in the day, that was like the hardest hitting single target non-ultimate skill, basically. I think, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but it still did a lot of damage. Now, it also has an explosion effect that deals 40% damage per permanent flame on the enemy. So that's a ton of damage increase. And because it's LR, you know, Escanor is going to have an increase in stats. So that's a lot of damage increase. His skill 2, at the lower level, when it's level 1, originally, all it did was apply an ignite, right? That's all it did. And then level 2 and 3, it removed buffs. And then level 3 also gave 2 ignites. Now what it does at skill 1 is removes a buff and then applies 2 ignites. And then at level 3, what it does now is it removes the buffs and then applies 4 ignites, which is a lot of ignites, which is another set of increased damage. So that's actually really OP. Level 1 removing buffs. I mean, it's single target, but that's still really nice. And then his ultimate originally did nothing special. It literally just did damage. did a lot of damage, but just straight damage. Now, it does the same amount of damage, but disable 100% critical resistance, so lowers crit resistance by 100%. So, and if you're wondering why there's 2 here for the old gauge, if you don't know, which most people should know, Green Escanor is one of those old units that had a combined attack with Merlin, and I wish they would bring that back, but they're apparently not going to do that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this patch note. I'm actually kind of liking this. It's nothing too crazy, but I mean, still pretty dope. This is actually awesome. Green Escanor got a huge buff, tons of damage, human team buffer, and then we got a Ragnarok buffer and unknown buffer with Freya. She seems pretty nice. Nothing too broken with Freya. We'll have to see how Escanor does with all that damage increase. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and y'all have a wonderful day.